Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Jiunn Liu, Seth Geisen from the Villager Cigar Studios, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Doing well, man. Doing well.
Good man. I'm in the Great Canadian Studios, the
yeah,
officially
you're
branded
new.
Great Canadian Studios. I should have like a little Canadian flag in the corner behind me.
Yeah,
But
you should.
I'm indoors. I am which is good because it's like
Well, you might as well take your shirt off.
oh, okay. No, that's for our only not OnlyFans. What do they call the page?
OnlyFans.
Patreon. Yeah, it's for a
Patreon?
Patreon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like minus 11 freedom outside right now. So
Hmm.
now more than ever am I excited to be able to come to you from a studio. Yeah, things are good. I'm happy.
Nice.
Congrats, man.
Thank you,
So,
sir.
talking about how cold it is in the Great White North, we're going to talk about the West Tampa White Toro. I think it's a good play in there.
White on white.
Cigar is 6x52. Comes out of the Garmendia factory in Nicaragua. Wrapper is Ecuadorian Habano. Binder is Nicaraguan Ometepe. Filler is Nicaraguan Ometepe Seco, Jalapa Seco, and Pueblo Nuevo Viso. Blended by Rick Rodriguez. Price point is $9.99, and the cigar was released in June of 2022. So with all that out of the way, June, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
I thought it was pretty average. This didn't taste like, reading Ecuador Habano, this is probably the most like, I don't know how to put this, like the most non-Ecuador Habano that I probably smoked. It did not taste like Ecuador Habano. It was on the lighter side of things. There was some cedar wood, a lot of a sweet bread coming through, white pepper spice, but overall it was just like, it's essentially vast majority of cigars that we have that's like average and kind of like ho-hum right in the middle of a typical like earthy, woodsy kind of a flavor profile. So, and with that said, I shall not smoke one until the next review.
All right, Seth, what were your
We
thoughts?
reviewed it, man. So I concur. One ping. No,
Give Vasily, give me one ping.
one ping, Vasily. It was, as June said, it was pretty dry. It was wood. I got some peppers and earth notes, some hay. It was fairly medium in strength and body throughout. It didn't change much. I think the best part about it, I mean, the highlight for me really was the burn and the draw. That really just kind of kept everything going, because the flavor profile was just kind of where it was. It smoked like an Ecuadorian Habano. I wouldn't agree with June on like it was completely different out there, but there's been so many Ecuadorian Habano offerings. That's why I said it smokes like something average. John?
I mean, I can see why June is saying it doesn't smoke like Ecuadorian Habano, because like a lot of the characteristics of Ecuadorian Habano, like that spice, some of the sweeter components, I feel like they weren't there. Like it started out really tannic wood, and I'm like, that doesn't taste like Ecuadorian Habano. And then there was some cardboard, which, if you get in cardboard in the first third, you're like, I'm not sure we're in for a great experience here. And then, it's kind of wood and cardboard and like a little bit of nuttiness and some minor sweetness. And I'm like, ooh, if that's how the first third starts, I'm not sure we're in for a good time. And we were not, because it was largely the more of the same through the remainder of the cigar until the last third, which unfortunately I had to rate subpar because it was kind of earth and wood, but then it had like this fleshiness to the earth. And I was like, wow, this is, it was just not good. It was not good. And I think a lot of that had to do with my burn. I had canoe, I had to do a touch up, I had to do relight, I had to do another relight, and that's never going to help a profile. Like I mean, touch ups aren't normally going to impact anything, but 2 relights. And then the draw was almost plugged to start. So it's like, this is not a good example. I mean, I'm sure I seem to be pulling the short end of the straw lately. So I kind of got everything that could go wrong did go wrong. So I feel like that's probably not representative, at least in terms of construction. But yeah, this was an average, and I would say it was a stretch as an experience. If there's somewhere I could rate between subpar and average, that's where it would have landed for me. Aaron, what about you?
Yeah, for me, the cigar started with toasted cedar and light amounts of black pepper and muskiness. A cardboard note joined a little bit later for me. Second, third saw the cardboard gain a dampness. Final third saw some bitterness and a vegetal note join in while the black pepper departed from the profile. I thought the cigar started with an average level of enjoyment. Has this, kind of fairly simple flavor profile, and then kind of just remained that way at average. Though, I also had some burn issues. I'm going to tell you exactly what they were here, so I don't just talk out of my ass. But waited through the first half and with the touch up, and then in the second half, the cigar went out twice. So I also had some construction issue. Johnson, don't feel like you're the only one. But yeah, not a great showing for my first experience with the West Tampa cigar. But we do have the black on the review calendar, so we'll see if that fares better for us.
Oh, great. Can't wait. That'll be awesome.
Yep. So let's get into the scores. I'm going to start at the top with Seth at 5.5. I was next at 5.3. Jiunn gave it a 5.1, and John gave it a 4.55. So Seth, how'd that 5.5 matchup for you?
Well, I'm at the top and it's 5.5. I mean, it just wasn't. I don't know. No, I do know. I was pretty kind. I mean, there's not a lot going on with it. It's just a blend that was put out there. It's cheap, relatively speaking, to a lot of other stuff. It's under $10. So I guess, maybe back in the day, this would be a $5 smoke. I don't know. So looks nice, but doesn't smoke great.
Yeah, my 5.3 matches up well as, average flavor profile throughout. Not very good on the burn side of things. So I don't know if that burn affected the flavor profile or not. I don't think so, because the first half, just wavy burn, and it wasn't anything special at that point. So I don't think it would have been better in the second half. All right, Jiunn, 5.1.
Yeah, I mean, typical CAO. It was good. It was an average score. I felt like it was it was typical flavor profile, and there's really no difference between this and like plethora of other ones, except the price point. Good price point, but why spend $10 even for mediocrity? You know what I mean?
Yep. All right, John, 4.55.
Yeah, I mean, 4.55 matches up well with the experience that I had. I mean, like I said, I think I have to assume that the construction was not indicative of what these are like. So, if you take the construction issues aside, I think flavor profile wise, it's in the low fives. It's inexpensive, but I just don't think I'd care, in the sense that, like, if you charge me $3 more, but you made a better cigar, I'd be happy to spend that $3. I just would rather not smoke a cigar that is not even at the average mark. Like, it's just, there's so many cigars out there to choose from. Why would you smoke something that's not great?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Final thoughts on the cigar. Band looks pretty good.
Yeah, the packaging is on point, no question. I think pricing is on point and the packaging's on point, no question there.
Got the 2 Ps.
Yep.
2 Ps.
That's right.
Profile is the third one, I think. The flavor profile is the third P. And I guess, if you only care about burn and draw,
It
didn't work for you guys.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like, we smoke a lot of cigars, we review a lot of cigars, and I think we've got a lot of experience in not like letting something sort of let you think that that's what's going to be everything from that cigar company. But when you smoke something like this, which is the first release out of a cigar company, and you're like, man, this does not bode well. If that, you know what I mean? Like,
Listen,
even if
we know where the West Tampa Black's going, and we know where the sure as hell next year's East Tampa North is going to be fucking going. I mean, it's just nowhere. It's just,
I'm more looking forward to the Southwest Tampa.
I mean, come on, it's a wrapper swap.
Yeah.
Is it a wrapper swap?
I think there might be some slight changes, but I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, is anyone on this panel? Is anyone on this panel, like, after that experience, is anyone on this panel looking forward to reviewing the West Tampa Black?
I can't imagine there's a bad
I
difference.
saw that it was like the next next
Jiunn's a
batch,
glutton
and it
for
was like,
punishment.
let's just get it over with.
All right. Wherever you're catching this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Be sure to check out the full written review on the website, developmentpalace.com. Follow us on all the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts. So iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.
What's up?